Test 1, 2. All right, here we go. So, as you guys can probably see from that small banner, I did break down and decide to install a couple of mods. So we're playing with a few changes to the game, but very, very minimalist. Mostly just quality of life stuff. One item, or one mod that I installed, was the Sky UI mod, which is going to let us lock the time of day. Lock weather type. Let's go right to the middle of the day and pause time so that we stay in the middle of the day and don't have to build in the middle of the night ever again. So that's one mod. Another one that I built, or that I got, was the Pack Utility mod. And the reason I got that one was mainly to teleport back and forth between home and where we're working, so that there's not a lot of time spent doing that on stream. So for that one, there is a command that you put in chat. So I'm going to TP save circuit board factory like this. And then if I TP list, maybe I got the command wrong. Let me go look at the mod manager and check. So Pack Utility mod. Commands start with exclamation points so that they don't interfere with, Oh, TP list does not have a space in it. That's why. Okay. But I think I got the save right. So if I bring this back up and do TP list like this. Yeah, CBF is the only one I have. Okay. So now, if I travel home the old-fashioned way, let's throw on the jetpack. And I create another teleport save here. TP save hub. And now I TP CBF. It takes me straight back here. And then I can TP hub to come right back to the hub and grab any items that I need out of containers and stuff, and then go right back to the circuit board factory. Another item that I added is an air brake mod. So when you're moving around and you're trying to build something, you're drifting just ever so slowly, the air brake mod actually stops that tiny little bit of drift so that you're hovering completely still in midair. It also comes with an air brake, so you can do it quickly. So you'll see I keep drifting and then come to a stop. If I hit Control B, it immediately stops me from drifting. So this is gonna help with item placement. And then, let's see. I don't know what happens if you teleport while hovering, so let's not try it. If we go back to the hub, there should be a new unlockable of some sort. Yes. So we got perfect circles and quick foundation curves in tier 1 here. We're going to unlock these. Now, I read about perfect circles. I'm not quite as sure about the other one. But now if we go into foundations, let's see how this works. Should be a new category. Perfect circle. Yeah, okay. So we'll check that out in a second. Let's go grab some concrete and see how this works. Okay. So if I grab that buildable and I place it here, it's going to build a circle around it. And let's see, how do I change the way this works? Let's see. There's some controls. I'm going to have to go check the mod instructions real quick. So, let's see. For perfect circles, something's going wrong with the mod manager. Okay, there we go. Loading up. Hang on. Okay, I might have to, let's try this again. Sorry, they kind of froze once it was done loading. Seems like trying to open the mod manager while the game is running makes it a little tricky. Maybe I'll just go to the site. Let's see. Perfect circles. Okay. Place the part and hit E to open the UI when close enough to interact. Okay, alright. Now I understand. So, we'll put down another one of these perfect circles, like here. And then we can hit E to configure. Okay, here we go. The problem is I cannot move my mouse over here. Maybe I have to be closer. Oh, that's weird. It kind of keeps moving, but it keeps it open. So basic wall. Wall rows, flip walls. Walls, floors. Foundation. Division 16. X offset, Y offset, Z offset. Make perfect. Outer, inner. Outer radius, inner radius. Custom radius. Let's see. This doesn't seem interactable. Output regulator. So some of these work. Oh, I see. If we add divisions, then it changes it. So if we undo this, then we can do custom radius. Okay. So like if we want it to be exactly 2 foundations across, so 1600 or 4 foundations across, that's a radius of 1600, which is a diameter of 32 divided by 800 is 4. Let's take a look at that. Is that the inner radius or the outer radius? I think it's the outer radius here. So now we can delete this, and then if we zoop 1, 2, 3, okay. So it's exactly 3 across. I'm not quite sure. And we can see it connected it by the inner stuff. There's overlap on the inside and edges on the outside, but the inside is a circle, the way this has been built. This is kind of interesting. Let's try that again. Build another one of these. And if we come down and interact with it again, we can... Okay, so if we turn off perfect circle, then we're using the outer radius, right? I thought I had it on the inner radius. So the inner radius should be... If the inner radius is 1600... So from center to the inner should be 2 foundations wide. I want this... I guess I want the inner radius to be 32. Maybe 24? So, inner radius. So the inner circle should have a radius, which is half the... From the center of the circle to the inner part of the ring should be 2 foundations with this. But it looks like that's not quite right. Because that's 3 again. We can put that there. We can see. So I thought foundations would be 800 across. And then... So you'd have 800 plus 400 to the center. But I think it's treating it as if from the left side of the radius to the left side of the placement piece, maybe. So the radius kind of overlap. I'm not quite sure about that. That doesn't quite work the way I would expect. So if I wanted this to be 4 across exactly, I could add 400 here, I suppose, and just get this to exactly 20. And then, now that looks about right. So if we grab one of these and go 1, 2, 3, 4 across. Yeah, okay. So it's sort of coming from, it's not, I don't think it's using the term radius exactly the way it should, because from the center point over here should be 1600 for the radius, right? But it's counting it as if the radius starts from the left end of a piece placed there, which isn't exactly right. But I understand how to use it now. We can make perfect circles kind of the way we want. So that's one of the... I don't know when I would use this. I just liked the idea of being able to do it very quickly. And then there's another one we could unlock called foundation curves, but I'm not sure I need to unlock that. Another thing I got was to fix the issue we're having with colors. So if I go into logistics, there should be, yeah, conveyor wall hole. So this can be attached to any wall anywhere you want, and it's going to fix our problem with colors. And then a wall hole hood. It can be attached to walls, allowing conveyors to pass through them. So we've got a couple ways to push things through walls without having to use the pre-configured walls with holes in them. And that means that we can place ordinary foundations or ordinary walls, rather, color them the way we want, and then place the wall holes for them. What else did I install? Hover stabilizer, faster manual crafting. Yeah, I put in a faster manual crafting mod. And the last one was the glass foundation fix. Yeah. So for glass foundations, I got rid of the, like, dirtiness so that they're very clear. And that's it. That's all I installed. So nothing that, like, adds too much that wouldn't be creatable by a vanilla player. The circles would be the one thing that might might be something that would be harder for a vanilla player to do, but those should be recreatable for the most part. Let's head back to the circuit board factory. And I want to start out today by working on rubber with our new abilities. So, you're producing circuit boards, you're producing AI limiters, and you need rubber and quartz crystals to produce crystal oscillators. Now, I thought we did the quartz crystals yesterday. Or rather, not yesterday, Friday. We did, we just need to connect them up. Okay. So what are we using here? That's a Mark 1. All right. All right, so we should see crystals flowing in. Yes, okay. So now we're going to need rubber, and we need 26.25 rubber per minute. So let's add that to our notes here. 26.25 rubber per minute. Right? 26.25 per minute. Yes. Okay. So how are we going to get that? I do have some recycling over here. I think I can repurpose that. I want to go take a look at what the numbers are. So, I am feeding in excess polymer resin into these refineries to produce rubber, plastic, and cloth fabric. So, we've got 40 resin per minute here, 20 per minute here, and 20 per minute here. And the recipe is 2 for 1 for the rubber when you put in water and resin. So, for 26.25, we'd need 52.5 resin. So we can get that set up. We can repurpose how all the resin is working. And it's all coming from over here. It's coming from these 3. Or no, these 4 refineries. So these guys are producing heavy oil residue and generating 80 resin per minute. And then there's another guy over there that's producing like 7.5 resin more. But I'm not going to worry about completely using everything. So if we, instead of sending the resin that way, or if we instead send most of it a different way, we can ship it under there and up into this factory and use it to produce recycled rubber over here. Which I think we might do. Let me test out my new wall hole accessory real quick. Delete this, pop one of these in. And then if we go to logistics and conveyor wall hole, we can just place this where we please. Interesting. We go 1, 2, 3 like that. And force feed them through. And now if we go to color this, I want pure white here. Now we can color the wall the way we want. And whatever the problem that's going on with the wall holes, we won't have it here. Those are positioned the same over here, but they're slightly different looks. I'm okay with that, however. So coming up here, what would we have? We would have polymer resin coming in, and probably water being pumped up as well. So we might not actually need a wall hole here. This is another reason the wall hole is kind of cool, is I can unify the looks like this. We can pop in a pipeline wall hole instead. and just run a pipeline through the middle there. And we can have a water pump down here that pumps water up there for use in the recycling refineries, along with the polymer resin. And I think we decided we might need something else over here as well. Where is the... That's coming in like that. Okay, interesting. So there's not quite enough room back here, unfortunately, for the refineries. We might need to expand this out a little bit. We might need to put like a little balcony here to have the refineries sit on. Maybe I should do that first. Or do I want to just put them lower down here? Maybe I put them a little bit lower down. So where's a refinery? So if we have it, oh, that's interesting. Kind of having it like seated almost on the side of the building here. Can I fit two? If I put one kind of like there, could I get another one? I could get two over here. And if I overclock them, that should be enough to produce the rubber we need. I kind of like that idea. So I may remove this. And let's see what happens. Yeah, let's see what happens if we do something like that. Yeah. So where are those coming from? I may move those over to the other. Yeah, those are coming from there. I may change this and have this coming up this ramp over here instead. The input for the crystals. Yeah, I think we do. So we'll have the crystals on the left here. Let's do that. And then we can move that thing over. So let's go. Okay, let's do that first. We'll start with that. So we are going to start out by having another one of these. Actually, no. Let's do it on the left side where there's nothing right now. So we'll come over here. We'll reproduce you. And then for each of these curves, we'll do another one. That's the kind of forward end. Like that. And then, okay, so that's a start. Let's set that up real quick. So we want a splitter here. Okay. So we're going to undo this line and change how this works. This is right now, what, a Mark 1? A Mark 3. Okay, I don't know that we need a Mark 3 here, but alright. So let's go down to the bottom of the curve and place a conveyor pole real quick. Going to be right there. You want you there or there? Probably there. And then we'll take a Mark III. Now I think, yeah, this is probably the way to do it. Just hotkey from 3 and then hit the E key to get what we need. Now that's not going to be long enough, so we will plop, let's see, we'll plop this down like this. Then we can connect them up. And then we can use a couple of splitters to fix the gross lump here. Where did that get placed? That was weird. Come on. Let's place one of you here like this. Alright, and then we delete these. Why did that not... Hang on. Try that again. There we go. I think you have to delete the piece first. But anyway, now we can connect those up. And got a nice clean line here. Okay, so that's all heading into the factory. We will place a Mark III lift here. Like so. Bring it up and on. Like this. Connect everything up. Alright, so now we've got a way to get our raw quartz crystals in there. There's still a little bit of a weird bump here. Let's redo this. Okay, that looks... There's still a little weirdness there. A little jank. But that's okay. One other thing I could do... Now, where's that power coming from? Over there? That doesn't seem right. If we were going to have a line, it should connect to something like this. And you should come across over here. Where are you? Like that, right? Where is that going? I guess it doesn't matter. Let's do the crystal line. So from our splitter, we'll take that from there to there. All right, now we can connect it all up. And now we should see the crystals flowing again. Raw quartz heading up the line into the factory. Okay, that's good. What I wanted to do, however, was move the line up the underside of the ramp if we could. And I think we can just about get away with it. So if we come over here and then slam that there, we can go up along the side of the ramp here. Instead of having it in the open. Just come up like this. To there. Right? And then instead of having this line, we can connect inside the factory. Something like this. I think maybe. How does that look? Yeah, there we go. That's nice. Okay. And then for you... So also, this gives us the benefit of now being able to hover along the ramp here. Actually, one more might be good. So if we grab you and pop you just in the middle like this... Yeah, see, sometimes it'll take over the connection. I guess you have to draw it pretty close to an existing wire to get that to work. But now we can hover all up and down this ramp, which is great. And you, I don't see that we need you anymore, this pole at all. Because that's connecting... That we're going to have to fix. That's going down to there. So this connection goes from here to there to that pole, which goes into the factory there, and then down to what, this? So I think we can get rid of that pole. I'm not sure. I'll double check. Let's see where you're headed. You're headed way down inside to something. You're connected to that. So how many connections do you have? You're doing some other stuff inside the building. So we need this little line here. And I think what we can do is connect... Now, where are you connected to? You're outside. Okay, so we can connect you to the factory by bringing you down in here. Like so. Okay. Got a lot of connections moving here. I want to make sure I don't get anything wrong. So, if we look at the power pole, there was a big drop there for a moment on this pole. We lost a lot of power for a moment. At least we didn't trip a circuit because we had our batteries set up, but we've connected it back up. So if I delete you, just the line, then what happens? Now we're back to very low. Okay, so power's coming from over here. This is a main connection. I'm not quite sure how. Yeah, some stuff happened there. What's going on? All right. So I gotta trace these connections and figure this out. Also, I'm not seeing anything in the chat. I wonder if there's a problem here. Let me reconnect it. Nope, just nobody's talking. Okay. All right. Well, we know that our main power is coming from the factory over there. So let's see. Well, I've got power coming over here. This is definitely the full kit and caboodle, right? Yeah, this is the full thing. So what are you guys connecting to that deleting that line is breaking? I think what we need to do is connect this to main power. If we do that, then we should be fine. That'll maintain a lot of the work. Now, we don't have a power line running along the road here. We do have this available. Let's make sure this is hooked up to main power. Yeah, it is. Okay. So this comes over here. All right. So let's drag you along. And I think we will... Yeah, let's pop one here. Like this. And have you connect to this pole. Alright? So now, we should be able to delete this line and not have problems. No, we dropped again. Why did we drop again? What am I missing about the connection? This pole's garbage anyway. Connect you to you. And then, for whatever reason, we need to connect that up to there as well. Alright, so you're all back on track now, right? Yeah. Okay. So, the main power is not connected sufficiently to the other power. There's another connection somewhere that... but I don't understand. That is on the same... Where is that going? That's going down to there. They should be all on the same line. So where's the connection that I'm missing? Because even if I delete this, this guy should come down here. Connects to this. Connects to this. Oh, okay. Maybe if we... Yeah, if we... Alright, if we bring this along... And connect you guys. Now that should be a complete circuit. So now I should be able to get rid of this line, right? You're fine. And you're fine. All right. There was... Yeah, that I think is what was missing. So now, do I still need this? We've got a line coming up here into the factory. This connects over to that. So as long as we put another connection on this, we should be fine, right? And we can definitely delete this guy. He's connected to nothing. Okay, we can get rid of you. And it looks like the only thing that's connected to is this oil well over here. So if we get power over here, we should be able to delete that as well. This line can go away. And you're connected to everything, right? You're the full kit and caboodle? Yeah, okay. Bring this along. Alright, that's better. So now we can get rid of these. Okay, there we go. And I might move this position more like that. Yeah, I think that's better. We're not even using this oil well right now. Let's make sure it's powered anyway. Okay, so crystal comes up. The next thing we need is water. Can we pop one down here? A water extractor, that would be production. We can, okay. I guess we'll just have it kind of like parallel to the road here. How do we get that working? I guess we just kind of do something like that and then bring it down. Water line. And I think we'll pop this out a little bit. So we'll do it like that. And then can we just throw one in on the far side of this? Resource is not deep enough. We can't really build below that. So I think it was one... How do we get it to build where we want? I can't remember how we did this last time. Uh, water extractor. So it's not deep enough there. If we push it out by half, does that solve our problem? Let's go to production, water extractor. No, it's still... I thought there was a way to build kind of on top of these to get them to align correctly. Resource is not deep enough. I swear there was a way. Oh, wait, there it was. There we go. Yeah, it's really tricky placing those the way you want, but you can do it. Okay. It feels a little strange that this is deep enough to work here, but I'll take it. Okay. I probably shouldn't have deleted those. I'm gonna need to bring this down again. Okay, we are gonna need to raise this up a little bit. So I think we just, come straight out in the middle here, and let's place a, let's go into logistics and place a pipeline pole right here. We need to go higher than that? No, that's high enough. So we're also going to need, there's a lot of elevation going on there, so we're going to need a pump. Let's get the pipe over here. Like so. Looks good. And then we're going to want to get to work on this part as well. So let's go with another pipeline support right in the middle. Actually, how far can we draw this? How far will it go? It'll go to about there. All right. So if we do this, can we then replace that with a junction that's angled along the line? We can. Okay. So we do this. Now we can delete this little piece and then come down the rest of the way. Right? Yeah, we come down to here. That. There we go. No, that's wrong. That's angled too much. There we go. And then, I think we can just connect these up. Or is it too much? It's too much. All right, we need to cut. We need another cut. So you can go like that. and connect those guys together. Okay, so there's our water pipe heading up into the building. And then we can just connect these guys like this. A little friendly clipping. That looks pretty good. Okay. Then we're going to need to throw a pump on here. Get rid of these. And we're going to need power. So where is our power line? It's over here. Let's bring it along. Like so. And we'll get our pump. We want it headed in the right direction. So we want it like that. That actually looks good as is, I think. So we'll connect that to power. Connect this to power. And now we should have water flowing up into the building. Okay. Let's do some colors. This is water after all. Do I have a... Yeah, water blue. There we go. All the segments in the pump. And there we go. There's water heading up into our factory for our new refineries. Now, speaking of those refineries, the other thing we're going to need to send up there is the polymer resin. And then I think I'm going to have 2 refineries stacked on the side here. Stacked on the side of the building. Like sideways. If I can work out how to make that happen. So something like this. If we go to production and get a refinery, we get one here. So the tricky part is going to be input and output, right? I think maybe... Will this work or will it not? I don't think it will. I don't think there's enough room because I didn't consider the inputs and outputs. So maybe these don't go here. Or maybe they do, but they're just faced differently. So we might have to come up by 1 to account for this little hump of rock here. Where does that start to become a problem? Right around there. We're going to need plastic as well. I don't know. I wasn't sure if I was going to build that here as well, but maybe we will. So if we go like this, we have a little balcony back here, or platform, part of the building. Right? And then we can place our refineries here. So maybe I can get away with just 1. And overclock, like severely overclocked. So if I just put this here, can I feed the polymer resin and water in? That's more than enough room for that. We would be a little light on room out here, so maybe I want to move it back just a skosh. It's more like that. That could work. And then we set this to recycled rubber. So water and... Oh no, water and plastic. Residual rubber, that's what we want. Water and resin. So you're going to produce 20 per minute. So if we overclock you to 300%, that would be 600 per minute. And we need 52.5. $250. Oh, we can't get to 300% overclock. We can only get to 50. So no matter what, we're going to need 2 of these. Okay. We'll put them right next to each other. Both going to have residual rubber. And then... What did I say we needed? We needed... so we need 26.25 on each. $26.25. Okay. One's enough, right? Yeah. So that'll produce exactly the amount of rubber we need. And then we got to get the rubber back into the factory. There's only one output. We got to get the rubber back into the factory and into the manufacturer. Then we got to connect up the water and the polymer resin and do power. Okay. The other thing we have to think about is the fact that we've moved where the crystals are coming in. My C key's not working. I can't sync. Okay, weird. Up and down. My C... Why is my C key not working all of a sudden? I can't seem to sync at the moment when I'm hovering. This is odd. All right, well, let's do a save. Maybe a reload will help. Control C, Shift C, Alt C. Oh, maybe the control key was stuck. There, it worked then. All right. So we were getting raw crystals from over here and feeding them in that way. Raw crystals are now over here. So we probably just rebuild this setup. Let's grab you. And actually, what we can do here is place him so that that little nub that was coming up over the top doesn't show up anymore. So we do something like this. Yeah, now that little thing right there is now kind of gonna be hidden, which I like. That's good. Let's go ahead and bring in our raw crystals. So this was, I believe, a Mark III belt. We'll just clip through. Conveyor belt is too steep. What you talking about, Willis? Huh, what is going on there? This is a mod, so maybe there's some issues. Maybe there's some issues here. Okay, that seems like it's kind of corrected that problem. Alright, that's actually kind of cool, because it ends up going around the thing here. Let's set this to produce quartz crystals. And then 22.5 per minute. Is that enough? What did we have over here? 37.5. Okay, so we need to overclock it. Alright, that's going to produce our quartz crystals, and then we can just link that over there. I think we'll do it like this. Alright, so our quartz crystals are flowing if we get some power going. That was a good rhyme. Set you up. And we can delete you. Alright, that's cool. So quartz is back on the menu. Now we need to get rubber working. So let's do the outputs first and make sure this is going to work. Because the inputs I'm pretty confident we can do. We're going to put a floor hole there and there. These guys are going to produce 26.25 rubber per minute, so Mark 1's all the way. Come down here and connect these up and then send them over that way to go up through the floor and over to him. I think we're going to be good here. We're going to have you come... I think we'll still go that way. You're going to have to clip through. We're going to need a... Let's see. Let's come down with a wall here. And plop a floor in. And then we can put in a merger here. Let's do the merger. Logistics. Merger. You're going to end up coming back towards us. So you want to be somewhere like that. That'll work. And we connect you to you. And you as well. And then this goes back towards the factory. And I think we just cut this open and send it through. Because it's going to be underneath here, so it's sort of okay. I think we'll just do something like that for now. And then we will cut in somewhere else. Did I leave myself a way under there? I don't think I did. Let's take these two. Yeah, there's nothing here. Okay. So we can just send it all the way under and then through and up into this guy. So we need a floor hole here. And then a Mark 1 should do the job. And if we come back down, we come all the way down through both floors. Over here. No? What's it complaining about? I thought you could draw through like this. Oh, I'd have to do it the other way. Right, I'd have to do it the other way. I don't connect to the floor hole. I connect to this, and then I can draw it down and through, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. We just go like that, right? No, we want it lower than that. I don't think we want to do that either. I think we actually want to do this one properly like this. And then come down and then we don't care what happens underneath. So this one we can just drag down through the floor without a hole. Just fine. And pop that like this. And then bring you in. Where's this line? It's far over here. Alright, so that's the way the rubber will flow. That's all good. Let's put these back. That's going to be fine. Oh, these got drawn backwards, unfortunately. I think this all gets turned into concrete anyway, because I don't like really the way the foundation looks. But that's okay. Like I said, we can turn it all into concrete. So now we need inputs. So water coming out to these guys. The easiest way to do this is to build the connection pipe first. So we'll do stackable here. And another one over here. And we just draw a line between them. Do some nice fancy junction work. You're going to be like that. Do I go straight down? Or do I go... I want it kind of... I guess we want it like that. Let's make sure that works. That's going to work just fine. Okay, so there's our water connection going in. We're going to want a wall hole like here-ish, I guess. Maybe this might not work the way I've drawn it. It might be too close to the wall. We might have to come out from the other end here and do something a little bit funky. So if I just grab a pipe, can I just draw a wall hole? No, not really. Now what if I try to pop a wall hole like this? Can I draw that little bit of pipe, or is it gonna... Seems like probably not, right? Oh, Auto 2D will work. Look at that. That is so cool. Okay. So now we just go inside and we connect you up. Over here. Yeah, we missed this for coloration. Got ya! Welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you managed to catch it. Really happy you're able to catch the stream. And glad to have you in chat, because nobody had said anything for the first hour of streaming, unfortunately. There were some viewers, but nobody wanted to say anything to me. So I'm glad you're here. Good to see you. All right, so now we got to figure out how to get this pipe over there. I think the answer is more clipping. Yep, that's probably the answer. More clipping. Kind of go like that, maybe? It's actually not clipping at all. This will be a little bit, but you can just connect you over like that. And there we go. Water's flowing. Okay. I guess we'll continue colors even though we're inside. That looks good. Okay, so water's flowing into these two refineries. Or they would be if I powered them on. Alright, where are their power connections? Out front? Let's drag those down and below. Something like this. And this one's going to be tough. Do it like that? Sure, that's fine. And where's the one I made just now first? You're here. Grab you and connect you two. Like so. And then there should be power on the other side of this wall somewhere. Yeah, there's power over right there. So we'll just grab that. We'll take it over. You know what we'll do? We'll take it over here. And then we can pop it through to the other side of the wall real easily. And that way we have a way to find it on the other side of the wall. Yeah, we can pop that right here. And then just connect them up, like so. Okay, both of these should now be powered. They are. That wire looks like garbage, so we got to change that. It's got to be much further back. More along the lines of over there. We connect you to you like that. Delete this. And then grab a connection there. That comes up to this one. Alright, that's much better. Excuse me. Red Racks, if I'm reading that correctly. Hello, and welcome to the channel. So there's our 2 recycled rubber refineries. We've got water flowing in, so we just need to do the polymer resin now. So we're going to be consuming a little bit over 60, or a little bit under 60 per minute. Right now, that's feeding 3 recycling refactories over there. So we need to bring this over now and move it under the road and over to that ramp there. So I think we bring it along the coal line here. Maybe under the coal line? We want it to be on the far side, I think. Yeah, we want it to be on the far side. So we'll bring it, yeah, we'll bring it along under the coal line here. And then it'll connect up to a ramp going up there. That's how we get the polymer resin in. So to start, if we're gonna go under the coal line, let's at least get it this far. Let's copy this down. Is it just a straight line? Yeah, okay. Copy this down. And some of these. And then, most likely this is just kind of built like this, right? And then we just have like a stack here, maybe? Right underneath this pole. I think that looks right. Okay. So we're gonna need just a Mark 1 is enough. No, it looks like that's not high enough. If we come here like that, then it's too high, I guess. How did we set this up? It's a little odd. Yeah, that should be just right. So why did it look wrong when I connected it to... I guess those are technically a little higher somehow? Is that going up a bit? That is going up a bit. Ah, that's what it is. There's a weird angle-y thing going on. So, you know how I can fix this, actually, I think? If I come, like, here... It won't let me turn it. There we go. If I come here like this. Oh, I see the problem. Okay, so if we grab one of these, now we should be able to do it. So we can go like this. And then down one. And then we can build our curve. Alright, I think that should do it. Yeah, that looks right. There we go. Okay. Is this flowing the right direction? It is. Okay, so we're going to be sending polymer resin along here. And then all the way over here. So that flows along, and then we're going to have to connect it up to this somehow. I think we get close and then just try and figure out some sort of solution that doesn't look too horrible, that we can live with. We might do a loop back around here. Gotcha says, what would you do if you need some node, but if you bring it with conveyor belt, it's too ugly and long, and if you bring it with truck, it's too short, its path is again ugly? That's an interesting question. So I think a lot of the time what I try to do is either hide my belts under a road like this. So I've built these roads, but they're not for trucks. They're just for looks, just for show. I mean, no trucks are going to be, they're too small. So these roads are mainly meant to conceal and hide belts. That's why we've got tons of belts running along them. It also does let the belts, when they are visible, look clean because they're nice long lines and curves. So, yeah, I would probably just build an elevated road like this and stack a bunch of belts underneath it to move things along, given the scenario you described. All right, so next we need to get going with this ramp. So we're going to stick that there and then come up as far as we can, which is probably to about, yeah, right about there. And then finish the ramp and then fix the bump by doing some cuts. Do some cuts. And a splitter. And another splitter. So what's interesting is, actually, I think the better move is to completely delete this piece here and use the splitter, which is angled, as the connection point. Yeah, like that. Because this wall hole is actually a little bit lower, closer to the ramp, than a standard splitter or a standard pole. They're not quite on the same distance vertically, so it looks a little bit odd. But we can fix it like that. Okay. So you can see that instead of being perfectly parallel, the belt comes down just a little bit because the bottom lip of the hole there, probably if it was attached to the center, it would be exactly where it's supposed to be, but it's connecting to the bottom. Anyway, now we've got this over here. And how are we going to connect up the crystals? I think we just bring this straight out to the end. Right out to the end of this thing. And then just kind of connect it up. And it'll clip through the pipe, it looks like. Because the only other alternative than clipping through the pipe is to have some sort of drop here. Some sort of quick drop, which I'm not sure how I could accomplish it. Like if I came like that, and then down, and then down again, can I draw that like this? Oh, actually it looks like I can. And then I can come back around and up. Okay, that sort of works actually. I think if I just get rid of the thing that's clipping through, then it looks like this is attached to the underside of the pipe, and things are just kind of like awkwardly going around. But that's good. That's pretty good. I like that. Okay. So we've got a belt that's going to take the polymer resin into the building. Now we need to build the belt that actually brings it over to the belt. We're going to leave... No, we're going to get rid of you. And we're going to come over here. You're going to connect up to that, like that. Yeah, there's a little bit of an angle there. Okay, so the polymer resin is over here, and it's currently on this manifold heading to the right. It goes into these 3 recycling refineries. So, I really don't have the room here to mess around with this. So I think I need to build from this side. We've already got a smart splitter here. Let's do another line that is not overflow. So if we have the right output also be any, and then where are we trying to get it? We're trying to get it over and underneath the coal over here. Underneath that coal line right there. So I think we need to bring it up and back around. And I guess the way to do that... What are we doing? We're making... How much are we using? 20 for 10. So we need something like... How much polymer resin do we actually need? I lost my notes here. Gatya has a question as well. If I look at your videos, I see these curved road blueprint videos and another road videos, but I don't see just straight road tutorial. Did I just didn't see this, or you didn't make one? So the straight roads here are made up of blueprints. So if I go into my access roads, see I have this access road stretch here. Let me head over somewhere with space, and I'll show you what I do. I am going to save so I can just reload to get rid of this after I build it. Save the game. So I have two kinds of roads. I have the access road and the highway. So if I grab the access road here, and then I just switch to blueprint mode, I can just build a long stretch of road really fast. So this is how I'm building the straight parts. So you see how I kind of got a long stretch? I'm just kind of snapping together pieces. And it's the same for the big road. Where is that? For the big road, I have a straightaway piece. And I just connect them together like this. And I've run out of materials, but I just kind of snap them together the same way. And because the pieces are straight, when you snap them together, they form a line and you get a long road like that. How do you make these blueprints? In the blueprint designer with a lot of thought and effort. So, I guess I can do a quick demo of that as well since you're here. Let me reload the game so I get rid of these and get the materials back. Oh, you're asking, did I make a tutorial on how to make the straight road piece? I did not. That one seemed to me, based on the other tutorials, like people should be able to figure it out. Maybe that was not accurate. So let me find a place to build the blueprint designer real quick. But the straight road is actually really easy to build. If you don't want to download it and use it, you can build it yourself. So I'll show you that one real quick, and then we'll get back to working on the factory here. So let me plop down, let's get some foundations here. We need a 5x5 grid. Actually, we don't really need that much. We just need something we can set it on. That should probably be enough. There we go. That's raised up out of the water. Okay. So for the straight roads, I'm not going to build the undercarriage. I'm just going to build the road itself. So you start with 2 foundations like this. Okay. Crap, I don't have power. Hello, can somebody give me power, please? Who's got power? Where have I got power? This is the problem with hiding everything. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a real simple build here. So we're going to turn these into asphalt. Then we're going to add some decals. And if you go into patterns here, there is a side dotted line. And I'm going to put that, you can see it, it kind of goes on one side. So I'm going to put that in the right side of this one. And I'm going to put it on the left side of this one. Okay, so now I've got my dotted line down the center of my road. Over here... what we're going to do is in the middle of this, in the middle of the side here, I'm going to take a painted beam And I'm going to connect it to the top middle. So this is connected to the top of the middle of this side. Okay. And I'm just going to turn it either to the right or the left. It doesn't matter. Okay. So this is mainly just to get this surface, this face that I'm pointing at right now. And what we can do now is we can take a pillar, a concrete pillar, and build it on the side like that. Okay. So there's our curb. It's just pillars. We do the same thing over here. We take a painted beam, put it to the side, and then put a pillar over there. We can delete this. Put another pillar here. And that's pretty much it. That's the whole blueprint. Now you just take this, you save this, and you make 3 more. So you make one of these that's like 4 long, and then you have a nice straight. You save that as a blueprint, and then you can just snap them together like I was showing you before. Strife, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. Anyway, gotcha. I hope that answers your question on how to build these. It's the basic road is really simple. It's 6 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's how you lay them out and how you color them. But that's pretty much it for the straight pieces. Now mine are a little bit more fancy in that I have them elevated on some cages so that they're above ground. They're nice. They've got some height, which means if you accidentally place it where normally you would have to like build a ramp, you can kind of just gloss over small elevation changes without building a ramp. But yeah, there's your basic tutorial for a road section that you can copy and paste to make a long straightaway. Hey, gotcha. You're welcome. Happy to help. Make sure we have a nice clean bay here. Okay. Now, what was I doing? I was working on the polymer resin, trying to bring the polymer resin over and into the factory. Right. So like I said, we need to loop back around here. What's the best way to do this? I think we just... What is this? This is a Mark IV belt. I don't think we need a Mark IV belt there, but whatever. I think the most we're producing is 80, right? 80 per minute? Yeah, 80 per minute. Okay. I'm almost out of encased industrial beams, too. So this would be helpful, actually, if we just convert this to the Mark II belt. Get a few beams back. That's handy dandy, right? Okay. And then what I want to do is come here, and we're going to loop this back around. And then somehow we got to get it over there and under the coal. What is the best way to do that? I think we bring it right out to here. Yeah, I think we bring it right out to here. Where's the line? It's over here. So if we throw down a merger here, I think heading that way. I think that one works for this height. No. And we need it higher, and it's not actually aligned the way it should be. It needs to be along there. Okay. So we'll pop a merger down there. I think we want it aligned with those guys, so it should be like that. 1, 2, 3, and then there's 4. Okay. Can we get a line going that's long enough? That's probably too long. How many Awesome Shop tickets do you have right now? I don't know. I haven't looked at it in a while. So we can bring that... Yeah, that's too far. Where can we bring it to? About there? Okay. So let's throw another merger on top of this guy. You're going to be heading that way. So now we should be able to connect that, right? Let's do conveyor mark 2. Yep, we can get that. And then we can go from there to there. I think that's right. Let's look at this from this angle. Yes, we just barely avoid too much nasty clipping. So why isn't any of it coming up through here now? Didn't we? Oh, we didn't actually. There we go. So that's all the resin's now coming up here. There we go. Okay. Gonna come along here, pass through into this, and then we can bring it down with a lift. Oh no, we already set this up going this way. Hold on, this might be wrong. We actually want it the other way. Yeah, and then we come down by 2. Right? We go like that. We don't actually need this piece. And then 3, and then E to get... Nope, I'm on the wrong hotbar. 3, and then E to get mark 2. Connect that. Oops. No, damn it. Misclick again. There we go. Then this comes down here. And we want it to turn the corner underneath this. That's gonna maybe clip through a little bit of the... Yeah, I think that is gonna clip through a little bit. A lot of this is gonna have to be redone later. For now, I just want to get the connections running. So if I bring you over here... Yeah, you're definitely gonna clip in. I think what we might do is that. And then the last thing we want to do is get it underneath here and running this way. So let's put, let's see, where's this line? That's right there. Where is it? So 1, 2 off the edge. So if we put this like this, and now we do this, we get the clean curve that I want. Yes, that's looking good. And then we can bring this over to here. Wait, I thought we set this up already. Did we not? What happened to my ramp? Oh no, did I load the wrong save? I thought I set this up already. I did. I thought that I saved right before... I thought I already did this ramp. I must not have saved it properly. Because I lost this somehow. That's not great. Alright, I guess we're redoing this. Now I'm missing iron plates. What am I... How did I... What did I screw up there? Oh, these guys aren't even... Are these guys not even powered on? Did I lose all that work as well? I think I lost a bunch of work. I did lose a bunch of work somehow. I don't quite know how. I thought I saved right before I made the blueprint. I did the blueprint stuff. I thought I saved, but I must have screwed that up. Let's see. Well. Alright, that's stinky. So did I lose all the water work that I did? I did lose all the water work. Ah, boo. I lost the water. I had these pipes all set up. I had the... Yeah, I had the outputs done as well. Ah. Hang on. Yeah, this is from 932. I lost it somehow. Oh, that stinks. Gotta redo all of this. I thought it said it saved the game too. Well, who knows, guys. Sometimes these things happen. Let's see. I am out of stuff, so I'm gonna teleport home. And I'm gonna fall through the world. That's not great. That's messed up. Okay. Whew. Rods were fine. Iron plates is what I was low on, right? Yeah. No, I've got enough of those. Oh, it's reinforced iron plates that I was low on because I was building a bunch of Mark II belts. There we go. All right. All right, well, at least I know exactly what I want to do for these. So let's rebuild. All right, so we're going to do this quick. We're going to rebuild the pipe work. Like so, and then we're going to have the junctions like that and like this. And then we can put a wall hole here. And then connect these up. Okay. So we did that first. And we painted these, so we get some watercolor here. Then I came inside and did the water connection from the other side, right? Yep. Okay. Oh wow, it's all we lost a lot, you guys. We lost this too. What were you? You were a Mark III. Okay. Man, that stinks. We lost so much there. There's the crystals. You're making quartz crystals. Okay. You're now overclocked correctly. Okay, so now we delete you and you. And then we just bring this over. How many are you producing? Yeah, we don't need a Mark II for that. Okay, there's the quartz crystals back. And then for the pipe, we had you coming over like this, right? And connecting over there. That looks good. That's pumping. And then we had done power for these and the outputs as well. something like this, I think, is good. That we had, roughly. And then this one connects down underneath it, but a little bit further this way. Like this, I think. Connected those up. Those both look fine in terms of power lines. Okay. And then we had decided that this was going to come... We were going to go grab something inside the wall. Right? And we needed a... Yeah, we needed an input for the rubber that this is going to produce as well. So as I recall, I did floor holes here, right? So 1 and 2. Then we put on lifts. Logistics, lift. I thought I'd say, but I guess not, is the most annoying feeling. Funky Droid, welcome to the channel, and absolutely. The game said successfully saved. Yeah, I don't know what happened there either. That was a very strange one. I thought I saved it as well. You know what I should do? I mean, I should test this. We'll save the game. Save. Confirm. Maybe I loaded the wrong game. That must be what happened. I must have loaded the wrong game, you guys. That would explain it. That would explain it. If you can rewind and check, yeah, I bet I reloaded the wrong game, and that's how I got screwed up. All right. I mean, that has to be it. Because I was convinced, as well as you guys, that it said that I saved the game. So I must have loaded the wrong thing. That's the only explanation, really, that I can think of. So then I built a wall to come down by 1. And then I could build my merger over here. Logistics, merger. And we wanted you facing this way. Something like that, I believe. And then like this, right? Over here. Got rid of this. And I put a hole in the wall over here. Right? I did that. I put a pipe... I put a conveyor pole right here to connect up to that. Yep. Okay, so here comes this. That goes like that. We'll grab some power here as well. If I can. You'll come over like this. And connect over here through the wall to that. That's fine. Because we're going to be putting this back where it came from. Okay. And then we were going to do the last connection for the manufacturer. We're going to need wall holes over here for the resin. This is not a wall, though, which is a problem. I suppose... Yeah, we can replace these with walls. For now. And then we can plop our holes in where we need them. Logistics. Conveyor wall hole. 1. Conveyor wall hole. 2. Right. That looks good to me. You go like that. And like that. That's going to be resin going in. Okay. Excuse me. And then Mr. Manufacturer, we need a floor hole. And you're going to be getting something like 50 some odd rubber. Yeah, not even. So Mark 1 is fine for you. And we come down here and grab the other side, clip it through the floor. Comes down here like this to something like that. And then we can grab you. Connect you up. Okay, there we go. So that's that done. Let's see. So as long as I connect up the resin, I think I've recovered everything I had done now. As long as we connect up the resin, these are powered on. They're getting water just fine. Yeah. So as long as we now connect up the resin, we'll be producing rubber, and it'll be feeding in there, and that will start producing the crystal oscillators, right? And then those should feed down there, and then the only thing left to do will be plastic. So let's get that line set up. So this comes down to here, and then we'll pop a splitter on here to cut this line. And then we'll just bring this down to the bottom, like so. What is it complaining about? Clipping? Alright. So it was saying the pole and the conveyor pole were clipping into each other. It didn't like it. Now, bring this over here, as I recall, like so. Conveyor's too steep. What is it saying? Not sure what's going on there. Let's try it like this. We'll build the pole first. Too steep. Okay. I think we need to cut this again. And get this connected just right. There's some weirdness going on, so we'll cut it. And we'll delete this pipeline support. We'll place an actual support here. Delete you. And we'll connect you to you. There we go. And then on this side... Why is it acting this way? Guess we do that. See how it's like... It's doing something weird in terms of verticality that I don't understand. Maybe the better thing to do is have an actual... Is it... There's something with the height difference being off. Let's just build this piece and see if that fixes our problem. Why does it... See, it keeps like... It's angling weird. This is very strange. Maybe we can fix it like this. Let's put another splitter here. Is that centered? No. Put another splitter here. Like this. And let's have it connect to the splitter. Now from this side, can we get things to work normally? Yes. Alright. I don't really know what's going on there. There's some weirdness. Let's do that. And then we'll come under the pipe and connect up and start coming over here. Nope. Not quite right. Needs to go in by one like this. There we go. Okay. We can do that. This is Mark 1 all the way. I think I would rather have it do the curve as close as possible here. See if we can build one like... Yeah, that's better. Build like that. Can we connect to that? No. But we should be able to connect, actually, from this over here to this. Yes, that looks right. Okay, so we got a little bit of clipping going on through the pipe, but I'm okay with it. For the most part, it looks pretty good. Actually, this is where we did that other thing, isn't it? Last time. Yeah, we had something cool here where we kind of went like this. And then came back up like that. Yeah, I like this. And then we had another one kind of closer. I'm not sure how close we can get. Try that one. Can we come all that way up? We can. Then we got a nice straight line all the way back. Okay. So there's like a little dip that brings items underneath the pipe. Now actually, I will move it back a little bit further because the items themselves will clip. So I'll bring this back to here. We'll do it that way. Actually, I should have left those. Right? Because I can... Oops. I don't want you. If I put these back here and come down to 3, we can build this piece that goes under the pipe and then have the last little bit of elevation curve that goes like this. There we go. That's what we needed. And even having the supports there, it's kind of cool. I kind of like it. We can delete these two. But like having this set of supports here to kind of like guide this thing underneath so that there's no clipping, I kind of like the way it looks. All right, let's finish this up. Oh, right, I didn't actually build these yet. Redrax, thanks, man. I think so. I think it kind of looks cool. I like... When I'm building, I like things, if they're going to be visible, I like them to make logical sense, like from a human perspective, right? Where like, oh, that thing is looping around there and it needs support, so it's not hanging in midair, like defying the laws of gravity, you know? I like things that kind of make sense when I build. All right, now these we can easily replicate. To get this curve. Where we're going to have problems is this one, as I recall. Let's see. What happens if I just pop that like there? Oh, is that going to work just fine? Maybe that is. Oh, we already did that piece. Oh, thank you, past me. We already figured that out. Cool. And I didn't accidentally load the save that didn't have it in it. Alright, so there is the line to get polymer resin into the factory. Should go up the ramp here and into the factory. I'm still not quite certain what to do about that weird... There's like a weird hitch up there. You can kind of see it from this angle. On the pink stones, you see how it's kind of... They're not straight. There's like a weird hitch there. I think we're going to have the same problem here. And it has to do with those wall holes, but I don't know that there's much I can do about that for right now. Okay, so now we need to get the polymer from the entrance point here over to the wall holes that I don't see down there. Okay, so we can actually just come down, I think, through the floor. Is there a way to... No, we're just gonna accept the clipping here. So we're going to come to here. I think there. And then we're going to clip down through the floor with a lift. We're going to turn you this way. Right? Yes, that looks good. Okay. And then we can just bring this over like this. And then bring it down to a splitter over here. That goes there. You go there. That's fine. Connect it up. There we go. Polymer resin in place. We still have to do the outputs. Oh, no, the outputs are done. Okay, so polymer resin should start to flow through here. We should start producing the rubber that we need. I think. Is it coming just slowly? Oh, there is a problem. Oh, okay, we didn't finish the connection. That's the problem. Can we connect you guys? We can, huzzah! Alright, so polymer resin flows up into the factory over to our refineries along with the water that we're piping in. They produce residual or recycled rubber, residual rubber, polymer resin and water. Yep. These are properly overclocked and powered. Then everything comes over here. And this guy should start producing the crystal oscillators, which feed down into... We don't have an output line for the crystal oscillators. Okay. We are creating quite a bit of quick wire. So the last piece is going to be... The last part we're going to need is another belt somewhere. Maybe... I don't really want a weird, odd fourth belt here. Maybe we run it under here? Yeah, we could do that. We could run the crystal oscillators under here and then connect them over to... That's plastic in. I don't know that we have a line for the oscillators yet over here. But I think I will run it under that. I think that is what I'm going to do. So let's get that set up. If we go into logistics and go with a ceiling mount. Come over to like here. And let's see. If I delete this temporarily and throw you, looks like there is where I, no, that's sort of not exactly it either. I want right above you, and then we'll put another one of these mounts in. So let's grab that because they can only go so far. I want you right on the edge here, and in the middle. Right, that was centered. Yep. So we want you right like that. Then we can delete this and put this thing back the way it was. Okay. So crystal oscillators head this way. There we go. And then we're going to want to open up from here and run it underneath. So you're going to come up to like, you're going to come up to there. Centered. Very nice. And this might have to become, actually, a wall real quick. So this is all going to be concrete later. And I think we'll place a wall hole there. Like that. Yeah, that should work. So these are all going to become concrete, I think. They have to be so that I can get rid of this weird look that things have. So we'll worry about decorating the factory exterior later. But then we just run this down from here. This should be producing, right? Yeah, look at that. It's got one already. It's full of quartz crystals and AI limiters, so it's just waiting on the rubber, which is coming in from those two. So I think we're good there. All right, we need a floor hole for the oscillators. And you go like this. Okay, looks good. Come over here. Pull this down through the ground. I can't do that right now. I need to open this up. There we go. So you're going to come down, and where's the wall hole? Over there? There we go. That's that done. So then we come over, and we need to take the oscillators in somehow. Let's see what we've got going on here. We've got... This is a supercomputer storage. So we're producing extra, what, high-speed connectors? Yep. We're not producing computers yet. But AI limiters, yeah, AI limiters should be going. And high-speed connectors should be going. So they're filling up the overflow. Yeah, that one's overclocked. This one's running. Okay. So you need the oscillators, right? Yeah, you need the oscillators. So let's figure out how we're bringing that in. We don't have anything for this yet. We don't have a line. So where do we want to stick this on the other side? We've got them down underneath. I think we could put them here next to the quick wire. That's one option. Instead of having to run them through all that gauntlet, maybe we just put a wall hole here and bring them in through this. We are going to have to rebuild these anyway because of the problems with the coloration. If I do this... Now that's yeah, see... This one I built before, I think. The new ones, when you build them, you can't color them. Or maybe it's just the ones with more than one. Hang on. If I build a wall here... Let's see. Let's test this out. So if I build a wall with one hole... And then I build on top of that a wall with 2 holes. And then I build a wall with 3 holes. Now I bring out the coloring tool. I can color that one. I can't color either of these. You see? Isn't that strange? I think it's a bug. They must be aware of it. But you can't color anything that has two holes in it. Or more than 1 hole in it. It's very strange. Actually, knowing that I can build one with, I can color one with 1 hole, maybe I'll just do it like this. Then we'll do crystal oscillators in. Like so. Strife says, I have to keep checking to make sure there's no spam. I'm working on a space station at the moment. There's a joke in there somewhere. Checking in to make sure there's no spam. Are you talking about the YouTube channel? Or checking in somewhere else? Checking your inbox? Is there some in-game spam that you're talking about? Like the gifts that fall from the sky? Not sure I completely follow, but that's okay. This will be oscillators in. Yes. So these are on the ground at the moment. Yeah, I'm a mod now. Oh, you meant that type of spam. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I appreciate that. I don't think there was that one sexy, whatever, sexy mate lady who came in and was like, or person who came in and was spamming that advertisement, but after that, I haven't seen it again. So maybe we're okay. Let's grab another one of these and kind of put it like this and connect that around like that, and then we'll bring you up to here. Like so. I'm going to bring you out to the road. And there we go. Crystal oscillators coming in. Oh, that looks so cool. Look at all that. Okay, so now we connect that up to our computer manufacturer, right? You. And then we start producing computers. So now, I already was at the point where I never needed to make circuit boards again. I'm never going to have to make computers again. That is amazing. So some of the computers go over here, don't they? I think I already did the output line. It's the input line I have to worry about. Responsibilities. Change the top customizer slots. Can change the top customizer slots. You're talking about these? Yes, there is a way to, yeah, so you're right. So for the broken walls, I could do it here, but that changes everything. If you look at the warning on the right, it says, warning, changing this swatch will apply the change to all buildings currently using it, and I don't want that. It's another thing I don't want, so. All right, so we need to get the crystal oscillators over to here. I'm not sure what the best way to do it is. Probably we just bring them in a straight line over here. Bring it up, I guess, like that, up near the ceiling. And then just bring it all the way over here. If we can. And then where are we trying to get to? Over there. So we'll... yeah, let's bring this down. What are you? You're a Mark III? I don't need a Mark III here. I need... this. And then... bring it over like that. And there's some clipping, but I'm okay with it. And now we should have crystal oscillators. Oh, they're actually so high they're clipping into the floor a little bit. Okay, computer assembly should be done. And our little friend here is going to start making computers. That's going to feed into the final supercomputer manufacturer. So, AI limiters are done. High-speed connectors are done. Computers are done. The only thing left is plastic, and we're gonna need oil for that. So this turned out to be pretty cool looking. It's like a central connection hub where pieces are brought in and then reconnected, reassembled, and shipped out. We've even got a couple of refineries back here. We're gonna need, I think, 2 more refineries if we can squeeze them in, which I don't think we can. It would be a little off balance there. Wouldn't have this nice little chunk of space on the that we have on the left here. Let's see. Let's build them real quick. So if I put one there, and then another one right next to it. Yeah, it's not supported. The floor's too steep. So how can we get around that? We might just build one and pull oil from in there. So we might just have one more like there-ish. And then if we pull in a bunch of oil, let's see. We do want the front like that, right? Yeah. So we build it like there. Can we build the plastic we need? We need actual plastic. Recycled plastic, no. Residual plastic, no. So, we can produce plastic, and then we have heavy oil residue as a byproduct that we need to get rid of. And we can't produce, yeah, we would need to, so 200% would be 40. We need more than 50, so we're going to have to think this through. We need more plastic than we can get. And as for this, we might do something like this. And just have these kind of be a weird little balcony out here. But we are going to need... We are going to need 3 refineries producing plastic, and we're going to have to figure out what to do with the heavy oil residue. Now, one thing you can do is turn it into turbo fuel, I think. I think that's what I'm doing over there, but we were already doing that. And I'm not exactly sure what to do with the heavy oil residue. Heavy oil residue. We can... Oh. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. But the main thing is, this is turning out to look, this is starting to look really good. I'm going to fix that pipe later, for sure. That pipe's got to be fixed. This big grid of stuff, I kind of want to move it, but on the other hand, it's at the back of the park, kind of, along with a lot of other infrastructure. I might just box it in with some walls and roofs and make it a big boxy factory. Maybe that'll work. But we're getting very close now. We're producing crystal oscillators. What are you waiting on? Quartz crystals. 37.5 per minute. Are we producing enough for you? I thought we were. 37.5 per minute. Oh, there's... Why do we not have raw quartz? Wait a minute. No power. Oh, we never powered this guy. Oh, that's easy enough to fix. We just come over here and find something. Yeah, this'll work. That, okay, that's good. Caught that. That should now get Oscillator Town back in action. There we go. You're blocked because we're full on AI limiters at the moment. So once we turn on the main supercomputer manufacturer, everything in the park should start running for a little while. For a goodly while. A couple of hours at least. But yeah, good progress today. So we got rubber done. We got to figure out plastic tomorrow. And then as soon as we start feeding plastic into here, we start producing supercomputers. So we'll probably do plastic tomorrow, and then we'll do an aesthetics pass. Probably starting with this factory over here. We got to turn kind of everything into concrete, paint it, make sure everything looks good. Probably put some sort of roof and walls on it. I do like the idea here of like just having one layer of glass and then a roof. I think that could be cool. I like seeing the actual machinery. I do like the white color. I've ended up liking the white color here, so we'll try to preserve that. Turning everything into concrete means you can't quite get the like bright white colors. So I may stack some of these panels on the exterior even after we convert everything to concrete. I may go back with some white fix-it panels in places. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, good work. Sucks that we lost a little bit of work with that save mishap, or load mishap, which is what it probably was. But we're starting to near completion of at least the production chain. We're just going to do plastic tomorrow and figure out what to do with the heavy oil residue, feed it into there, and then we start producing supercomputers. And man, was this park a lot of work or what? And it's not even done yet. We've got more aesthetics to do. We got to consider what to do with all of this over here. The train stations could use some work. There's more island space that we're not using. I don't know. I could end up putting a lot more work into this. Oh, one thing I did want to kind of look at over here was with the new circle mod. I wonder if there's a way, if I go up in the sky and place a circle sort of centered on the center of this big rock formation, I can probably get around about a circle that I was talking about wanting around that and then build the road out from it, manually or otherwise. But I might not do that. I might just leave that as is, because it would be a whole lot of work to get another, to redo all the belts and everything that are currently hidden. Okay, pretty happy with today's work. We can do plastic tomorrow, an aesthetics run on Wednesday. I don't think I'll be streaming Tuesday. I will stream tomorrow morning, but I don't think I'm streaming Tuesday because I have a Dungeons & Dragons game that I host Tuesday nights that I need to prep for. But yeah, it's starting to come together. I think we'll leave that greenery there as like a park. I don't think we'll build anything there. We'll leave that completely untouched. The beaches, like these, could use some work. We could put things on those. There's another kind of... We could leave that one as a park, too, although there's an oil well there that we're not using, so at some point we're going to build something there. But yeah. All right, guys. We had a lot of new visitors today. Redrax and Plunky Droid were new. We had some good friends returning in Gotcha and Strife, as well as... I think Pandian was here for a little bit, maybe. Maybe not. But I appreciate all you guys coming by. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. And like I said, tomorrow we're going to be working on plastic. So if you're interested to see how I solved the heavy oil residue problem or how I connect it up, or if you're just interested to see me finally turn that thing on and produce some supercomputers, make sure you come by. I'm going to be streaming around 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, which is GMT -8 for those of you who are international viewers. But that is going to be it for today. I'm going to take a break, go get some breakfast, and then I'll probably do some Midnight Suns games. Anyway, thanks everybody for stopping by. Hope you have a great Saturday and a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.